the world of bullets. Wait. This is so exciting. Look, there it is. There's my plane.
This is National News. Welcome to National News. I'm Graham Goodnews. In London today, the El Grao Grande fog continues for the record 10th day. Heathrow Airport and all major road transport are at a standstill. This is the typical sight that has greeted Londoners all week. Manufacturing, retail and tourism industries have been crippled, estimated losses running into the billions. Forecasters predict the fog to continue with no end in sight.
It's been a week, this stupid fog. Paris will be better.
Paris tonight is underwater. Le Grand Rouge continues. Torrential rain has been falling for the past fortnight, isolating numerous suburbs. Major roads have been flooded and some washed away. Locals, volunteers and army personnel are involved in sandbagging to prevent major structures such as the Eiffel Tower from collapsing. The French government has applied for international aid. In Rome today, the notorious terrorist group La Brigata Rossa struck again in an unprecedented manner, using tourists as human shields. This was to highlight their continued war against the introduction of government taxes on protection money. Witnesses reported seeing 3 terrorists bailing up 2 Australian tourists during a visit to the Colosseum. An onlooker managed to take these snapshots of the event. Australian embassy officials believe one of the tourists to be Margaret Smith from Adelaide, who was on her last stage of her European holiday. Family members have been notified. Government sources are now attempting to achieve a peaceful end to this ordeal.
What do you want from me? I'm not the Prime Minister's wife. I'm just a tourist. I want to enjoy my holiday. Let me go!
And in local news today, Christmas will be long remembered by a local couple, Ingrid and Harold Wilson, when an unwelcome visitor literally came through their front door. The unwelcome visitor, a red BMW belonging to Steve Smith, crashed through the Wilsons' property, causing an estimated $25,000 worth of damage. The driver, Mr. Smith, lost control and veered into the Wilsons' property after trying to negotiate a corner. While the Wilsons were shaken by their ordeal, it has not deterred them from enjoying their Christmas celebrations.
I just heard this large crash while I was in there watching opera. I thought it was Harold, but it turns out it was this red BMW parked in our front door, wasn't it, Harold?
Yeah, it was.
It made a real mess, I tell you. Fortunate I am. I was standing there not only 2 minutes before it came in, you know. Don't know what could have happened really, eh, Harold?
Oh, it could have crashed. Right.
Incredible. I just don't believe it, really.
Yeah.
The late model BMW was Mr. Smith's Christmas present for himself. Tell you what, if first impressions count, Mr. Smith has surely made an impact. This has been National News. Good night.